Hello and welcome to Community Partnerships Helping Everyone Learn Prevention, a series designed to help inform, educate, and prevent the abuses of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs, as well as lower the incidence of interpersonal violence. In this segment, What's Cooking in Your Neighborhood, our topic will be methamphetamine. We'll explore the history of meth, addiction rates and the effects of meth use, how to identify a meth lab and avoid exposure. We'll finish up by addressing what you should do if you suspect meth is being manufactured. So let's get started. Most all drugs throughout history were developed with some type of medicinal value in mind. Those with the highest propensity for addiction or are shown to have no medicinal value are regulated as Schedule 1 or 2 by our federal government. Methamphetamine is one of the drugs initially developed to treat narcolepsy about 100 years ago, but was later found to be ineffective. Use of this drug for non-medical purposes occurred during World War II by Nazi forces desiring a super soldier. Meth was found to drive the soldiers without sleep, fear, and eventually touch with reality. Documented cases of paranoid psychosis from prolonged meth use were common in the trenches, but that did not stop U.S. soldiers from bringing the drug to the U.S. and its formulation following the war. Outlaw biker gangs distributed this drug throughout the 50s, 60s, and 70s, helping it gain popularity for its recreational and performance stimulant capacity. It was in the 1970s that a chemistry student at Southwest Missouri State University redeveloped the formula for manufacturing meth, making it more readily available and accessible. This reformulated process was so widely accepted that meth was produced in the Ozarks today is often referred to as 417, taking its slang name from our telephone area code. Now that we've looked at a brief history, let's answer the question, what is meth? As a central nervous stimulant, meth increases alertness and physical capacity. It affects the pleasure center of the brain, causing tremendous euphoria. In many cases, methamphetamine is made from common household substances and chemicals, with the main ingredient being pseudoephedrine, a common ingredient found in sinus and cold medications. One of the most alarming concerns of methamphetamine use is the likelihood to become addicted to the drug. A person who drinks alcohol has about a 9% chance of eventually developing an addiction to alcohol. Someone who uses marijuana has a 16% chance of eventually becoming hooked on marijuana. But there is a likelihood of about 90% that a meth user will eventually become addicted to that substance. Beyond the rate of addiction, the use of meth can lead to extreme weight loss, produce symptoms such as a rapid heart rate, hypothermia, and convulsions. Also, hallucinations can occur along with a phenomenon known as formication, where the drug user believes that bugs are under their skin. Because of the chemical compounds used in the manufacturing process, meth can lead to blood toxicity, meth mouth, an erosion of the gums and extreme tooth decay, and can result in sores and boils rising on the body. Children living in homes where meth is used or manufactured are at an increased risk for physical and sexual abuse. Often there is a lack of adequate care and normal parent-child bonding, so it is not uncommon for the child to exhibit poor social and cognitive skills and have immunization delays. Lack of proper care due to meth use or manufacturing may also lead to malnutrition. In extreme instances, children have overdosed from meth, left unattended by their parents, developed STDs from contact with discarded needles, and suffered burns from exposure to toxic chemicals. Law enforcement agents report that many meth labs catch fire but go unreported. These isolated incidences often lead to physical injuries, such as burns and cuts, that go untreated. So you may be asking yourself, how common are meth labs? These illegal operations, often referred to as clandestine sites, are located across all socioeconomic classes. Meth labs have been found in suburban homes, abandoned houses, cars, hotel rooms, trailers, apartments, rest stops, and parks. The state of Missouri is consistently recognized each year for seizing more meth labs than many states combined, with an average of nearly 2,000 labs discovered annually in the Show Me state. Many people are surprised to learn that there are 4 commonly known production methods utilizing iodine, ether, red phosphorus, or anhydrous ammonia. Recently, a very simple and transportable process called shake and bake, or the one-pot method, allows this drug to be made utilizing plastic containers, such as a 2-liter bottle. As we've already discussed, the main ingredient in meth is ephedrine or pseudoephedrine. From there, the process involves breaking down the medications using a chemical solvent, such as muriatic acid, paint thinner, or a drain cleaner. Other manufacturing processes involve the use of lithium, red phosphorus, or iodine. Exposure to any one of these substances can be harmful, resulting in burns to the skin and breathing complications. When combined, more serious accidents occur, such as structure fires, explosions, even death. We're often asked if there are any telltale signs of making meth. Besides the volume of trash produced, there is often a strong chemical smell associated with the manufacturing of meth that has been described as similar to ether, cat urine, or rotten egg odors. Some of the other components of manufacturing meth may include chemical containers, glassware and tubing, propane tanks with a discolored bright blue valve, bottles, jugs or glass containers full of unknown and particularly layered liquids, and other discarded remnants used to make meth. While it is not uncommon to find a discarded paint thinner container or empty packet of sinus medication in a trash receptacle, multiple items of this nature may be the sign of an active meth lab. Use caution. When you consider all the harmful ingredients of meth manufacturing, a common question is, what happens to all that trash? Unfortunately, our environment suffers from discarding the toxic remnants of meth production, which amounts to about 5 or 6 pounds of trash from every pound of meth produced. These toxins and trash often end up discarded in public places, burned in open pits, or dumped in our waterways. A word of caution: never try to investigate or confront someone who may be manufacturing meth. As we've tried to describe, these environments are unsafe and the users are known to be unstable. Leave a suspected meth lab immediately and call 911. Also, if you suspect drug-endangered children, call the hotline 1-800-392-3738. Make sure you wash any exposed body parts and launder any contaminated clothing items. Thank you for watching Helping Everyone Learn Prevention, an alcohol, drug, and violence prevention series developed by your Regional Support Center, Community Partnership of the Ozarks. If you'd like to know more about this program or have Community Partnership present at your organization, classroom, or community, contact us at 417-888-2020 or visit the web address on your screen. If you suspect a clandestine lab or find remnants of meth production, call 911 and law enforcement will investigate.